Hey everyone, I'm Mohammed Daniel and today I'll be showing you TMChess, a real-time multiplayer chess game I built from scratch without even using an IDE, just pure Notepad and CMD. Yeah, crazy, isn't it? So this game has smooth move validation, real-time updates, checkmate and stalemate detection, and a structured UI, and many more. I'll walk you through its key features, including piece highlights, move history tracking, and how the game flows. So what's the wait for? Let's dive in and check it out. So let's get started with the game. So to play TM chess, first of all, we need to launch the server. So to start the server, we need to type out this following command into our command prompt. Let me show how we can achieve it. Java minus jar followed by the path of the server jar file wherever it's stored into our system. Libs TMJ server jar. So in my system it's stored into the builds folder followed libs and TMJ server jar. So enter. So now the server is ready and launched. So once the server is started, players can launch their client application and log in. So let me demonstrate it you how we can launch the client application. Once again, we'll type out this command into a command prompt java minus jar followed by the path of the client jar and we'll give the username of, of our and password followed by password and enter. So now we logged in. So after logging in, we'll see a startup window in which there's a members table in which all the registered members are listed. So this table shows us the name of all the available players or registered players and show their respective status. So now except Daniel, all the players right now are offline. So I can't invite them all any one of them for game right now. So let's say how about we log in another player another client and let's see how this table changes and how the status of that player which will log in will change. So let's see. We'll log in Madiha. So let's log in Madiha. Once again we type out this command into a command prompt followed by the path of our client jar and it's her username, her password, and yeah, now Madhya is logged in. As we already know, Daniel is already logged in, so the status for Daniel is showing as green dot. So green dot basically means Daniel is online, red means offline. Let's see how the table is affected on Daniel's end. So let's see. So yeah, Madhya got online. The earlier status was showing that Madhya was offline, but now as soon as Madhya logged in, Madhya is now online. So now Daniel can invite Madhya or either Madhya can invite Daniel for a game. Here now you can see that both Daniel and Madhya are both online in the members table. So let's try sending an invitation to Daniel. So Madhya will send invitation to Daniel. Let's see how will it will affect the display of UI of Daniel. So Daniel got an invitation message. Now Daniel either can accept or reject. Now let's see the ignored part. So if the invited player doesn't respond, the invitation will expire automatically after 30 seconds and the table will reset. So if Daniel didn't respond in 30 seconds, this will remove automatically and Madhya will get notified about that Daniel ignored your notification, ignored your invitation. So as you can see 30 seconds timed out, 30 seconds completed and over. So the invitation is removed automatically and Madhya got notified that user Daniel didn't accept it or ignored your invitation and the table of invitation where Madhya can invite other players will be reset and Madhya now can invite Daniel or any other user again. Okay, now moving on to the last part, which is accept. So now Madhya sends an invitation to Daniel again, And now Daniel respond this invitation as accept, and now the game will start. So as the match begins, before starting the game, both players will get notified who is first. So here Daniel is second right now. Daniel is not first. His opponent is first. So let's click OK, and Madhya is first. So I have done something amazing in the UI part and when the game starts. So as the match begins, the board is set and a random color is assigned to each player. This ensures a fair game where neither side always gets the first move. So also to make things clear for each player, all their pieces are highlighted at the start of their turn. As you can see, Madiha's pieces are white, so all her pieces are highlighted for better visibility that these are her pieces. So this makes it easy to identify which pieces they can move. So moving on, also I have done something amazing too for better gameplay experience when playing as black. So Daniel is playing as black. So for better gameplay experience when playing as black, the board automatically flips. So this ensures both players always see their pieces from their own perspective. So this makes it easier to plan moves without getting confused by the perspective. So let's move on to the game. So let's get started with the game. So when if I select a piece, all its valid moves are highlighted as green, and the move history table gets updated on both players' screen with correct move, so that they can track their previous moves and review the moves what they made. If a piece can capture another piece, that tile is displayed as red for better visibility. So this knight can capture the black pawn, so that tile is showing as red. So the knight captured and the move is updated correctly, and next e5. Now as you can see, the white queen has putted the black king in check. So now black king have to be safe now, have to do those moves which can itself from being checkmate. So I have also applied or implemented no self check rule, which prevents uh, king going into invalid move, which make the king threatened. So right now the king is threatened, no other move is allowed. If I try to move this pawn, I can't move this because the king right now is in danger. So I have to make the king safe by doing the correct move. So by this player can ensure uh, their king's safety. So right now the only possible moves I have to save the king is to move the king from here to here, by which it can be saved from being in check by white queen. So now the king is again in check. So now it has to move from here. Now bishop again puts the king, black king into check. Now you can see this moving of pawn puts the king into check indirectly by this white bishop. Now the only move the king can make is using this pawn. Right now you can see the pawn can't move anywhere other than this here, ensuring the safety of king. So by moving the pawn here, It blocks the bishop coming to or checkmate the king. Now king will move here to b7. Now king will now white queen will put the king will make the checkmate and game finishes and both players got notified who wants and the uh, history table got submitted correctly with the correct result queen f7 hash and Maria got notified that she won. You won and he lost. So guys, there's a full match in our TM chess from setting up the server and logging in into inviting players, making moves, tracking history. Everything runs smoothly in real time, And you know, we saw how solid, how valid moves are highlighted, how the board flips for black, and how the game prevents illegal moves like self-check. You you saw it yourself. The move history table kept track of every action, and in the end we got a clear winner. And but now the UI still needs some polishing. But the backend logic, yeah, that's not solid. Move validation, game mechanics, and server client communication all work seamlessly, ensuring a smooth chess experience. Well, this is just a start and a beginning. I'll be refining the UI, adding more features, and making the game even better. If you enjoyed this demo, stay tuned for future updates. And if you want to try it yourself, check out the latest release. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration of TM Chess. If you have any feedback or suggestions, feel free to share them.